Hello, this is Zach with AchillesFinancial, and today we're going to talk about DMY Technology Group 2 Inc., which trades under the ticker symbol on the New York Stock Exchange, DMYD. And this is an online sports betting SPAC that is going to be taking public the Genius Sports Group. And this is a company that is huge in the online sports betting, the data side of things. So what we're going to be looking at today is a little bit about what Genius Sports does, what are their growth prospects, and is this a buy? And as the title is probably going to already give you that spoiler, I have already made purchases of these shares and I do anticipate purchasing more. So I'd like to build a position in as little as 100 shares and as many as 300 shares. So this is a company that does have global reach, as well as a number of partners across a lot of different organizations. So because there's not a lot of information available aside from what you see here on the TD Ameritrade platform, we will look at some of that info. But actually what I would like to do is let's go ahead and dive into their website. So we're going to head over there right now. And boom, we are here. This is the Genius Sports Group. This is just the entry-level website. Again, you have the capability to look at everything I am showing you here. But they are empowering the world of sport, and I would say empowering the world of sport betting. And the reason behind that is because they own 40% of the online betting sports analytics, with a key competitor of theirs going to be Sport Trader, who is the larger competitor. And really, they're the only two companies in this business who are really pushing this. So what they do is they essentially provide you with a slew of data that provides you all of the capabilities to make informed betting decisions. Some of the reasons why this is a big deal is because they've already partnered with a lot of different companies and a lot of different sports groups. So what I mean by that is, as you can see here, you got 500 plus sports partners. Over 30 million sports fans are engaging with their data. Over 150 companies are using the tech, and they have over 20 plus years working with sports. Although admittedly, I don't really care about 20 plus years working with sports. I really want to look at those other three metrics though. Just to highlight some of the sports partners that you can see right here in the left-hand portion of your screen, they do work with the NBA, the NCAA, the FIBA, FIFA, the English Premier League, the PGA, as well as NASCAR. So they do have a lot of capabilities with that information. Now let's talk about some of the other information that they have available, or that we have available to us to inform should we be making these decisions. Well, some of their customers include DraftKings, it includes FanDuel, and those are the two companies that I would say are most popular here in the United States, where the stock is going to be trading. But you have to remember that online sports betting outside of Vegas is relatively new in the United States. At this point in time, due to a ruling change by the Supreme Court, now states have the capability to say whether or not online gambling or online betting, in particular online sports betting, is legal in their individual states. Right now, there are 20 who allow that. So what we're looking at is, why is this a big deal? Well, because there are a number of companies already utilizing their data. As you can see here, we've got the AFC, which is again a soccer league or European football. You can see some of the partners down along here at the bottom, but we've got FIBA, which is the equivalent of FIFA, but for basketball, and the NCAA. So again, a lot, and I'm going to leave this on screen so you can continue to see this kind of as I spout some of their other metrics. But one of the key companies that is utilizing their data is Skybet, Bet365, Betfair, Paddy Power, and those are all huge in Europe, in particular the United Kingdom. So the fact that they already have this established market, as well as the fact that they have the capability to continue expanding not only overseas but here in the United States, bodes really well for their future growth. And you can see that expectation or the excitement surrounding that both in their stock price as well as the stock of other online betting capabilities. So what I'm looking at here is, what is the growth prospects? What are they going to be using for the money? And why are they choosing the SPAC route as opposed to an IPO? And we've seen huge success with both of those routes. Including today, we saw incredibly successful IPOs from DoorDash under the ticker symbol Dash, as well as AI, which is a software company, under the ticker symbol, as I'm sure you could have guessed, AI. So what are we talking about? What else can we do? So let's actually go back to TD Ameritrade, just take a look at the company, even though we're going to lose some of our nice fun graphics here. So this is a company that at the time of this video, you can see here, they're currently trading at $13.40. If you were a part of the Discord, then you would have seen when I purchased those shares, admittedly, it's only slightly below this at $12.90. And I mentioned that in the Discord, and I will drop that in the description and maybe the comments below, we'll see. But I just want to highlight some of the movement on this stock. You can see they are recently created. We'll even go down to the 3 months. What I want to highlight with the potential here is this is an industry, like I mentioned earlier, that only 20 states in the United States have currently legalized online betting. And I anticipate that is going to be a number that grows and grows and grows. In the United States and across the global economy, a lot of state revenue in particular is either down and declining or flatlining. And a lot of that is just due to the measures that have been in place due to COVID-19. So how are they going to be able to pay for this? And my two thoughts on that is going to be marijuana, or it's going to be online gambling. And I think that both have opportunity. However, this is a company that's A, already established, as well as B, profitable. And that's something that can't be said for a lot of the marijuana companies. And thus, for that reason, I'm going to be continuing my bullish run in the online betting industry. And I would even do that by, we look at a ETF that specializes in online betting in the form of bets, which you are more than capable of looking at. And then what we're actually going to see, according to this chart right here, is you can see these bullish runs that are making their ways across the map. You had the initial run back in September. We're now seeing kind of things flatline, and now we're hearing noise that there's potential that states like Michigan or even New York had some chatter today that they may legalize online betting. So if that's the case and some of these larger states or larger population states do so, then you can only see these prospects continue to grow. So if that is the case and we are continuing to watch this, then what is the long-term prospects here? What is the capability going forward? So right now, just to talk about some of the growth metrics, we're actually seeing 29% expectation for the 2021 growth numbers. Right now, the company has a 60% recurring revenue model. So out of all of the money that they bring in, 60% of that is off of pre-existing relationships. This is very popular, think subscription model. And this is the reason why I anticipate that once people start betting, start playing this game, it's kind of like those of you using Robinhood. Once you put some money in, if it goes up, you want to put more money in. If it goes down, you still want to put more money in. So that is the thought process behind this. That is why I think that this trend is going to continue. As you can see, despite the fact that we had the slight kind of correction back here, I still think largely we're going to see a lot of positive momentum. So that being said, we expect the stock to continue growing by up to 31% from 2020 all the way through 2025. And I anticipate that this is a company that once they have $150 million from their SPAC deal that is going to be used for growth purposes, I anticipate that there may be a strategic acquisition that is made during the course of that market. So all of this said, everything going on right now, what are we looking at when we kind of have this conversation or the next steps? So the very first thing is the company is not always going to be trading under what we're talking about right now in the DMYD. Rather, they're going to trade under the ticker GENI or GENI. So that's what we're going to be looking at going forward is, hey, where is GENI? Prior to the deal actually taking place, as long as the stock is really under $20 a share, I'm going to continue making these purchases. And that is largely because, again, I am very bullish on the industry. I have a investment in DraftKings. I also have an investment in LCA or Lancadia Holdings, which is another SPAC deal which is going through with Golden Nugget Gaming. So this is an industry I'm a big fan of. They have a leadership team that has success in the past doing this. And so in the beginning, I'm going to continue buying this stock. However, just recognize that I'm just some guy on YouTube. This is just my opinion, and feel free to make your own informed decisions. So all that being said, if you'd like to be a part of the conversation, make sure you join the Discord. If you'd like to see what plays I'm doing, and as well as crowdsourcing that information, that is something that we are actively trying to build that community in the Discord. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like below. And if you feel so inclined, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for your time today. Look forward to seeing you all in the future. Thanks. Talk to you later.